everybody. How is everyone doing on this fine Friday evening? It is cold as heck outside in Ohio. It was like 80 yesterday and it's like 40 today, but that's Ohio. I'm just going to kind of wait for some people to pop up, show up, come in, say hi. Athena's here. JC's here. Crystal's here. Hello, hello, hello. I also need to pull up some timers because we're going to be using those at some point today. So I need to get some timers ready. Go to the right playlist. We'll be fine. Oh. Miguel's here. Crystal says Missouri went from 80 to 40 as well. I don't know why. It's how we roll. Kristen is also here. What am I reading tonight? Tonight I am working on reading, I'm kind of sort of beta reading for Emily Oliveri. The PDF that she sent me is like 443 pages and I'm on page 45. So I got a good bit to go still. That's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to try to get it done this weekend, but tomorrow is a 24-hour readathon day that I have specific things I need to read for that I'm going to attempt once again to vlog, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so I'm working on Emily Oliveri's book tonight. I'm being attacked by a small dog. A large dog. You're not small. You weigh like 100 pounds. You're a big dude. Go play. Hello, Maya. Crystal is reading To Sleep in a Sea of Stars by Christopher Paolini. Gotta get it back to the library. Yeah, I know that feeling. I have one loaned out from the library that I think I have like 2 days left on that it's probably not going to get done. What are you folks doing tonight? Are you reading? Are you writing? Are you doing laundry? Taking care of your animals? Watching a movie with your kids? What are you guys doing? I'm drinking this hot chocolate and it's delicious. So there's that. Kristen is reading Horrid by Katrina Leno. Katrina Leno? Is that what I just said? I'm really not even sure. 70% through it and trying to finish it tonight. You got this. I have the Owl Crate edition of Horrid. I do not love the cover of Horrid, but where is it? I don't even know where. I can't even see it from here. Ugh. This is the life we live. Julie at Pages and Pens is a genius, and the inside cover of the Owl Crate edition has some just black and white ink artwork on it. So she flipped her cover and I did the same because I really don't like the cover of that book. It's not my jam. I'm not a huge fan of the way that they've rebranded Katrina Leno's covers, but I also haven't read any of her books, so I don't know how well they work with her books. They're just not my covers, and that's fine. Maya just started Obelisk Gate. I need to get back onto those as well. Miguel is doing homework. Fun times. Just wait. One day you'll be old and you won't have homework anymore and you'll wish you had more homework. Hello, Allie. How are you this evening? JC's currently finishing dinner, but once they're done, we're reading Run for Your Life by James Patterson. Is that an adult novel or one of his mid-grades? Just curious. Curious minds want to know. Can I help you? Hello, Sid. Bird's cover's okay. Prefer the Outcry edition, but the other ones I don't really fit. The weird one is the You Must Not Miss. That's just like weird screaming with like wings on it or something. I don't know. It looks weird as heck. And I'm not sure how I feel about it, but maybe if I read it, I might like it better. I don't know. I have a couple of her books, but I haven't read any of them yet. So working on that. I think what they were trying to do, from what I have collected over, my time, is that all of her books kind of have like a smidge of fantasy to them, though they are mostly contemporary. And I think they were like trying to change the covers to let you know going in that there was going to be like a magical element. Because I think people were upset that they thought they were getting a contemporary, but it had like a bit of magical to it because her, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like her flap copies don't kind of hint to that. So I think that's why they did that. I don't know for sure, but I feel like that's part of the reason why they did that. Adult novels, haven't read any of his mid-grades. I have not read any of his mid-grades either. I've only read the Women's Murder Club series, and I think I read up to like 18 or 19, and I gave up because no longer a masochist. Reading Keelan's book, All the King's Traitors. I do believe you're right. I do believe that is what it's called. It's not a horror, so I was very confused. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're doing with her covers. I'm very confused by it. About 300 pages into The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson and 50 pages into Malice by John Gwynne. One of these days I'm going to get to some Sanderson, but today is not that day. I have so much. There's so much to read. And I don't actually own any of his books. So like if I owned one, I would probably be more inclined to read it, but I don't. And I say I shouldn't be buying more books, but we all know I am. I am trying to only buy like new releases or things that are parts of series that I already have, though. So that is a thing that I'm trying to do. I'm doing okay with that, but I've still bought like 50 some books this year. Though I have read 81. I think my goal for this year was 82, and I think I'm at 81 because I finished one this afternoon. I haven't put it in yet, but can I help you? Yeah, there are no friends. There's no one here to talk back to you. Okay. How long of a sprint would you guys like to see? We do typically do a little longer ones because we're doing reading versus writing. But do you want to start with like a 20 or a 30 or find a 45 timer? Like, what are you guys looking for here? I'm up for whatever because I've got hot chocolate and a kitty cat and a book to read. So I'm good. Do you guys like my super cool Halloween decorations? Yeah. I had a bunch of other stuff too, but it just didn't work because of the posters. It just didn't, I don't know, it didn't work out. So that was all we got. I have lights too, but I don't know how to, I can't figure it out. They go too high. You can't see them in the picture anyway, so does it really matter? It's fine. 30, 20, 60, 30, 45. Well, 3 of those were from Sid. That's cheating. 30, 30, 20, 45, 60. We're going to go 30, I guess. That sounds fine. Merlin, excuse you. Get your tail out of my hot chocolate, weirdo. Scoot your boot. Quit being a butt. Anyone else arguing with their cat? Oh, there's a lot more 20s popping up at the bottom. Okay, we'll start with the 20. Just so we can use a cool Halloween timer. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. We're going to do... What the heck? That's not what I wanted. Please and thank you. Grazie. Merci beaucoup. Do you guys ever just like have something that will not agree with you? No, just me. Just me over here living the dream. Chrome tab, this video, share my screen. Boom, boom. That is not what I wanted you to share. It's not it at all. Try again. I am a mess, y'all. Baboosh. All right, that's what we want to share. We're going to do a 25-minute timer because Camille has a 25-minute timer and I want to. So, feel like how I asked you and then just do whatever I want anyway. Okay. 25-minute timer ready. I'm ready to read some stuff. So I will see you guys back in 25. Well, that'll be the end of that. Katie Ann got here for the last 40 seconds of the sprint. Woo! It's okay. It was the first one. There will be more. I wooed too hard, and now all the dogs are all stirred up. Can we just pretend like they're not moving? Don't look at them. Don't look them in the eye. Go lay down. Steve also came to join us. How did everybody do? Did I already ask you that? I don't even know anymore. How did y'all do? I read about, I don't know. I have to figure out where I was, where I'm at now. I have to do math. I read 17 pages. Yep, that's math. Athena's driving to Austin. Hopefully, you're not the one actually driving. JC got 13 pages. Kristen says at 85% now. Shit's getting real. I finished, which Kristen knows this, we were talking about earlier today. I was reading There's Someone Inside Your House by Stephanie Perkins. And is that the right person? I don't know. And I was at like 75%. And I was like, this book is getting kind of deep here. And we already know who the killer is. It's so weird. Like when you find out who the killer is, like 50% in, and you still have that much more to go. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Are you watching videos and texting while you're driving? Because I feel like there's an issue here. Rocket finished their book. Excellent. What book were you reading? Oh, wait. That's the book I just finished. There's Someone Inside Your House. Really? For reals? Really? Because that's creepy. That's okay. All right. Crystal read about 10 pages and then wrote 164 words. Excellent. I'm over here creeping out hardcore. Wow, that's weird. Did you like it? Inquiring minds want to know. Because I was at 75% when I was talking to Kristen and Kevin and Laura about it earlier. And I was like, I'm really liking it, but the reviews are awful. So it's one of those things where it's like, am I the only one that sees how good this book is? Or do I just like trash? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how that, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I need to do this. Because I can just see it back there and I'm staring. I'm like, what is that? What's that thing back there? What is that? What's behind me? So that was needed. Like, it's not my normal read, so it is different. Yeah, I feel like Laura was saying it's kind of like a cheesy slasher film, but in book form. And I agree, but I like cheesy slashers, so I don't know, it worked for me. I still have to figure out my rating on my rating scale, but I finished it on my way home from work today, so I didn't have time to do that part yet. Could be both. Could be both that I'm the only one that saw how great it was, but also my reading taste is trash. Fair enough. Speaking of reading taste being trash, if you've been here before, you may know Um, one of my nieces really likes to read, and she borrows a lot of my books. And she is currently reading the Selection series, which I have not read. And she's like the greatest person on the planet. She was telling me about it the other day. And she's like, you know, they're not well done. Like, they're not going to win any awards, but they're really enjoyable. And I'm 14. And so, like, that's great. And I can enjoy this and also accept that it's not great. I'm like, where do her brains come from? I don't understand. I don't, where the intelligence in that child? So weird. She's like one of those kids where they're just like so above their age. I don't know. I mean, you could both like both good books and trashy books equally. I realize that, but like, I feel like this book is both. And so, or it's one, I don't know. I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know? You know, you don't know. You don't know. No. I should have read a book during the sprints that we could actually talk about. Because I don't want to talk about Emily's book, A, because I'm beta reading it, and B, because I don't know what the whole world knows. So I feel like that's not the polite thing to do. However, if you watch my face while I'm reading it, you'll know I'm enjoying it because I'm literally sitting here laughing. So that's good. Yeah. Anyway, since we're doing reading sprints, has anyone read anything this month that was spooky that they really liked that they would recommend? I this month have read, well, I've read a lot this month, but like, what would I highly recommend? Not just recommend, but highly, highly recommend. Go lay down, Nugget. Let's see. Oh, two things. Earlier this month, I read Ghost House. Nope, not Ghost. I did read Ghost House, but that's not the book I want to talk about. Ghost Squad by Claribel Ortega. And it was awesome. It's a mid-grade. It's really funny and also spooky. And if you liked, I think it's DreamWorks, maybe, the movie Coco. I don't remember who made that movie. But it's very much like the girl is our age. Is our age? Wow, I'm not that young. Wow. Excellent, Jessica. The girl is a teenager and she has the ability to like see all of her ancestors as like their ghosts, and they all live in her house and she talks to them, interacts with them, and it's a very interesting book. I really enjoyed it. Kind of in the same vein, Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. Read that this month. Loved that. Teenage trans man can see ghosts of his ancestors, but like his whole family can. It's a whole thing. He is trying to prove to his family that he can bring the ghosts back because technically that's something that only the men are supposed to be able to do. And so his family doesn't want to allow him to do it because they feel like he won't be able to because he's a trans man. And he goes to bring someone back and he brings back the wrong person, which is always fun in books for me. I love it when someone's being resurrected and they resurrect the wrong person. It's great. Just like a classic resurrection trope. Just bring back the wrong person. The book is really good, though. I really enjoyed that. And then I read like some okay mid-grades and some okay YAs. I did a reread of Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco, which if you have read or if you haven't and you would like to read in the near future, Kate and I are doing our Authortube Chat book club on the 29th, which is a Thursday. And our books this month were Stalking Jack the Ripper and Bloodchild by Octavia E. Butler, which is like a 27-page short story, which was creepy. But yeah, so if you guys want to join us for that on my channel, we'll be doing that. That's where we're at. Kristen at Harrow Lake by Kat Ellis. It's on my list. I read Homegoing by a human who just cannot pronounce their name, but I will look it up when we're done here, which is spooky because of how much it made me sob. It's so sad and talks about spooky real life history. Sure. I don't think I can handle that. Did I get to watch the Don't Look Under the Bed? No, because I may or may not have mentioned that I don't watch a lot of television. And so I went to watch the movie the other night, and I have one of those like I guess it was a Roku stick that like you plug into the back of the TV. Yeah, mine melted. Like, it's been so long. I don't know how long ago this happened. I'm surprised my house didn't burn down. I also left a candle on all night the other night. I'm also surprised my house didn't burn down that night too, but that's outside of the point. So yeah, like this thing melted, like straight up like it melted. And so I ordered a new one, different brand. I ordered a Fire Stick this time. So I've just been like patiently waiting for that to come in. I could watch it on my computer screen, but I don't like to watch movies on my computer. I'll watch YouTube videos on the computer, but like movies I want to be immersed in, you know? Yes. Melted, straight up melted. Like the back half of the cup, like, you know, it's like a rectangle. And so the back half of the rectangle, like, just melt, like only half of it's left. And the rest of it's just like a melted pool in the middle of the thing. I feel like there's an error in there somewhere, because it was literally just plugged into the back of the TV. So, yeah. Merlin, are you supposed to be drinking hot chocolate? I feel like that's probably not good for you. Cool. Yeah, I have another one in a different room of the house, and it's fine. I checked it. But yeah. Can I help you, ma'am? Would you please go somewhere else? Thank you. Right? Right. So like I said, I bought a new one and a different brand this time. So I went through and I opened up my Disney Plus and I queued up all of the movies I want to watch. I still have so many books to read this month, but I definitely think I'm gonna hit some movies this weekend. I know tomorrow I'm watching Hocus Pocus because I'm doing I don't even know what the readathon is. What's the readathon? Help a girl out. Oh, is it just a 24-hour readathon? Is it a 24-hour Hocus Pocus readathon? I don't know. It's being hosted by Alexandra Roseland. Is that a real person? I don't even know anymore. But yeah, starting at midnight tonight to midnight tomorrow. And they've got like a Connect 4 board thing. And one of the things is to watch Hocus Pocus. Everybody's going to like do a group watch of Hocus Pocus tomorrow at some point. I don't know if there's like a specific time of the day or if we're just all watching it whenever. So I know tomorrow for sure I'm going to watch Hocus Pocus. And I'm going to try to vlog it. Again, we'll see how that goes. Because as we are well aware, my vlogging skills are subpar at best. And then Monday starts the Boo-a-thon that has a bingo board. And that's being hosted by Maddie at the Book Pusher. And that goes through to the end of the month. and it's pretty much like watch or read things that will hit these specific topics. So I'll probably watch a couple of movies to get through some of that as well. But also reading, and I think I'm at 9 books for the month, and I wanted to read 31 books this month. So I'm like 7 behind already, so it's probably not going to happen. But like my super goal, like the far-reaching achievement goal, was 31. But like my I would be happy with goal is 15, and I'm at 9. So I feel like 15 is attainable. I'm gonna be reading some mid-grade and some graphic novels tomorrow for the readathon, so I should get through a few tomorrow as well. Oh, we're also reading, there was also a group book. The group movie is Hocus Pocus. The group book is City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab. Or is it Victoria Schwab? I don't know. It's by Schwab. And I'm going to listen to that on audiobook tomorrow. And it's only like a 5-hour audiobook, so it should be pretty short. I should be able to get to that fairly easily. Going to watch Halloween Town this weekend. Excellent choice. I'm going to definitely hit up Halloween Town before Halloween for sure, but I don't know exactly when. 31 books is what I've read in the last 10 years. Well, I want you to be aware. Okay, listen. You have to be a reader in order to be a good writer. It's a true thing. So, better read some more books, Stieg. Gosh. Yes, Courtney is doing a 10K tomorrow, and I also think tomorrow, if you are more about writing than reading, so 10K day tomorrow for the Courtney Project. Sarah Cannon at Heart Breathings, her Facebook group is also doing like a virtual writers retreat this weekend, where they're trying to do like a 10K day. And there is a virtual retreat Renaissance Festival this weekend, Renaissance Fair this weekend, on YouTube. And it is, I think their YouTube channel is literally Virtual Retreat Renaissance Fair. And fair is F-A-I-R-E. Yeah, so that's going on this weekend as well. And that's got sprints and different panels and topics and discussions this weekend. So that's all the things that I know about that are happening this weekend. Yes, the only beta I'm doing is Emily's, and I needed a tome to fill one of my spots. And when we were having the costume party the other night, Emily was talking about having her book out to betas, and I asked very politely for her to send it to me. A, because I like Emily, B, because it sounds amazing, and C, because her book would qualify as a tome because it's like a bajillion pages. So hit all of the checkpoints. But yes, I'm counting that. But that's the only one that I'm reading, so but it counts. So. City of Ghosts. I'm super excited. I also have the audiobook of the second book. So if I really like the first one, I'll probably just read the second one too. I don't own them, so they won't count as English. They won't count as coming off of my TBR for the month because I don't own them physically, but I'm okay with that. I did really come for you like that because I love you, and that's what I'm here for. I guess if you play video games that have actual plot versus like Mario Brothers, then I guess I will accept that. I'm not a video game person. That's why my reference is Mario Brothers. But I do know that there are like very intense, like plot heavy video games. So like I know that that's a thing. So if you're doing that, then I will accept it. Oh, I just hiccuped and burped at the same time, and it was awesome. And I wish you guys could have been here for it. I've been reading some Schwab while I've been editing this book, and it has majorly changed how I approach some stuff. Absolutely. I've only read Oh my gosh, what's the book I've read? Shades of Magic. That's the one I've read. So I've read Shades of Magic and A Darker Shade of Magic. I've read the first book in that trilogy, whatever it's called. I didn't love it, but I'm like, the more I look back on it, the more I think I like it. I think I'm gonna have to reread it. I think I was buddy reading it with I can't even think of her channel name right now as I like try to show you my eyeball. Her name's Jessica, but I can't think of her dang channel right now. But anyway, she really didn't like it, and I just like kind of okay liked it. So I'm wondering if like part of her, like if it bled through, because I'm a very empathic person, empathic person. I can't speak English tonight. It's Friday. I don't have that in me right now. Anyway, I feel like maybe part of her not liking it like went into my brain, because the more I look back on it, I'm like, why didn't I like it though? So yes, I'm going to probably reread it and then continue on with the series. Moving on. I'm not saying that video games are reading. I'm going to say that if the video games have strong plot, which I have heard some of them do, then I would accept that it was helping him with his writing. I may have said that it counts as reading, but that's not what I meant. That's not, no, that doesn't count. Regina Golden wrote the entire end of my book. It really does help. Like it really, a lot of times when I tab books when I'm reading them, it's more of like, uh, this is something that made me feel something, and I want to do that one day too, more so than like I liked this part. Stieg. Yes, that's where I was going with that. Vicious and vengeful as well as Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. I own the Savage Song, but that's all I have left that I own. I just had two. Oh, I also have an audiobook of The Near Witch too. May also read that this weekend. Who knows? I may go crazy. A memory called Empire Tomorrow, then instead of playing video games. I promise I'll be good. Please do read a book. Vicious is probably my favorite book of all time, although Addie LaRue is coming close. All right. Well, I will. I'm definitely one of these days going to get there. I'm just real slow, y'all. Okay, we need to do another sprint because I have some children that want to go to the OUT. And so we're going to do been talking way too much. It's absolutely okay. I just read the first one earlier this year. So well, there's a lot of popular authors that I've never read before. So it's just, it is what it is. You can't read everything. You can try, but okay. We're going to use another one of Camille's 24, what the heck? 25-minute timers. Y'all, I should not be allowed to exist with the English language. And I'm going to let the kids out to go to the potty. And you started a Darker Shade of Magic but didn't get far. Is that because it wasn't the book you thought it was because you thought it was 50 Shades of Grey? And you were like, this isn't what I'm looking for? I'm curious. Curious minds would like to know. Anyway, I'm going to start this timer This will be the only other sprint that we do because that's how I roll. But, you know, it's fine. Okay, I'm going to do it. Boosh. Okay, guys, that is the end of our last sprint. How did everybody do? That's not the button I wanted to hit. Falling apart, y'all. I read 20 pages that time? That can't be right. Yeah, like 20 pages. All right, no complaints from me then. Crystal ran away in the middle of the sprint. We got 36. Yep, that's what that says. 361 words. I went to go have dinner. So lucky her. Cash got here late. Way late. Because we're done now. But hello. Katie Ann spent the whole thing looking at art. Fair enough. Gathering Darkness. Who is that by, Rocket? Sounds familiar. Sounds like a thing I should know. It feels like a thing I should know. Do 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 do. I'm definitely gonna read some more, but I need to have some dinner because it's 9:30 at night and I haven't had dinner yet. So, yeah, I'm gonna have dinner before I read some more. Steve got -3 because he deleted a bunch. We're taking Act 1 in a different direction. We? Is there another person? Or is it me and you? Me and you and me? T for two, two for T? Morgan Rhodes, that makes sense. Gotcha. I'm like, I know it sounds familiar. Why does it sound familiar? Yeah. I wasn't hungry earlier because I had pizza for lunch, but now I'm hungry. So, me and the devil inside. So it is me and you. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hot chocolate. It's now cold chocolate, but I mean, that's fine, right? See? Dinner is great. Everyone should have dinner. Inner Ohio and Devil, for sure. I mean, I guess I'll need to turn my, like this. I've turned like this. Just a little to the left. And then we're Satanists. Or something. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody have anything fun planned for this weekend? Anybody doing any readathons, write-a-thons, writing retreats, projects? Anybody want to share anything they're doing this weekend? Live streams? I'm going to work tomorrow, in case you're interested. I don't have time for Satan. I'm a busy woman on the go. I mean, I guess. I don't know that you really go anywhere or do anything, but I guess I'll accept. JC's doing batch filming tomorrow. English It is hard. I think I ate a cat hair, maybe. I mean, Merlin was drinking out of my hot chocolate earlier. So anything's possible if you just believe. 48-hour readathon for the Supernatural-a-thon. That sounds fun. I didn't like do an exhaustive search of like what readathons were happening this weekend. There were 3 that I had, and at 3 I stopped. I was like, 3, that's enough. I'm gonna make the bad decision to start watching Lucifer this weekend. Fair enough. I think Tuesday night, maybe. I think it was Tuesday night. I started rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer from the beginning for like the 37th time. So, at least now, though, like I kind of just watch like an episode before bed every night while I'm like playing games on my phone and winding down for the evening. Whereas like the first probably 10 times that I watched the series, I binge watched the whole thing, like as much as I could consume every day. Now I just like pace myself. And then sometimes I stall out and then just start over from the beginning again. I've definitely seen the beginning episodes way more than the end. It gets kind of weird in the middle, though, to be fair. There's a new series on Hulu. Looks good. Very tempting. What's it called? Inquiring minds want to know. 4 readathons. I love the spooky season too. I love spooky season all the time, which is why I have a scary readathon in the summer. But I figured like one is a month long, one is like the whole month, one is 13 days, so 2 weeks, and then one is 24 hours. I felt like that gave me like a good mix of all of the readathons. I felt like it was a good choice. I'm not gonna make it, y'all. We're not gonna make it. Hellstrom. There's one called Monsterland too. Not that I have time to start new series, because I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot that I haven't watched yet. I think the last new thing that I watched, which new is a relative term, I think the last new thing I watched was The Witcher, which was, well, it probably was last year, maybe. I don't know if my sister and my niece were still living here then or not. I can't remember. It's been a minute, but it was also like not at all close to when they first came out. So that was like the last new thing I watched. I'm not a big television watcher anymore. I will like binge watch shows sometimes, but I kind of just get like into like, I don't know. I don't even have cable in my room anymore. It's great. For sure. For sure, for sure. Okay, guys, I am going to run away for the evening. I'm going to have some dinner. I might have popcorn for dinner. Who knows? Not me. I think that's it. Yep. I will be doing the next live on the 30th, which means I'm doing lives 2 nights in a row. Whose idea was that? Not my, I guess it was my idea. Because the 29th we'll be doing a live for the Authortube Book Club chat. We'll probably be talking about NaNoWriMo and also Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerri Maniscalco and Bloodchild by Octavia E. Butler. And then on the 30th, which is Friday, because I'm doing every other Friday, we'll be having another reading sprints video. Yep, that's it. Okay. I think the witching hour sprints are next Friday. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. See, now I'm going to have to go look so I can answer the question. No, it would be this weekend because our 10K is tomorrow, right? It is tonight. So in 10, 30, 11, 30, 12, 3 hours. 3 hours from now, the Courtney Project will be doing live sprints. Yeah. So if you need more sprints and you're awake in 3 hours, Courtney Project. 3 hours from now. Okay. I'm out, y'all. Peace.